welcome back to my channel. I am stopping in today to share what I made for my swap partner for the Misfits. I think it was Rainbow Bright and Powerpuff Girls swap. My partner was Carmen, and Carmen wanted to swap Powerpuff Girls. I was open to both, but she wanted to do Powerpuff Girls, so that's what we went with. I don't remember the requirements, so let's see. We had to put our swap in a 3D jelly tote. It could be store-bought, or you could make one. I already knew that any of my jelly tote dies were not going to be big enough for my swap, so I'm using a jelly tote that I had in my stash. We had to make a pokey tool. We had to make a beaded pin. You had to make a tag flip with goodies on two of the tags. So you had to do a pocket. I think that was it. Carmen and I decided to add some extras, and what we decided to add was an embellishment box, a wand, and I think 2 crafter's choice was what we decided to do. So that was it. I sent Carmen my questionnaire. She told me that Buttercup was her favorite. I don't have a favorite Powerpuff Girl. I do these swaps because Kayla loves this stuff, and I just, want to be creative. So I like Powerpuff Girls, but I don't really have a favorite. Okay, so here is my basket, and I don't have all my stuffing and everything in there. I didn't package everything up because I knew I needed to record this video. So this is my basket, and let's see if I can turn it. And there's the avalanche. So I have her one of the hand sanitizer sprays hanging off here, and then I made her a dangle, and I'll take the dangle off to give you guys a better picture of it. Let me clean up my mess over here. All right, so let's start with the dangle. If I can get it off. Okay. I actually made 2 of these. You'll see the other one on her tag flip. But here is the dangle. And hearts are a big theme in Powerpuff Girls, as well as stars. So I use that. I picked those charms. Everything is always whited out, and I don't know if I cut the lights down. Let's see. Stop. See if I can adjust my lighting. That's really no better. But I got these charms from AliExpress. I used some beads from my stash, wire wrapped some beads. That girl power charm I got from AliExpress. And then I wanted some smaller charms, and I found a charm bracelet on Ali, and I'll do this sometimes. If I can't find the charms that I want, like, just by themselves, if I can find a bracelet, I'll deconstruct the bracelet, and that's what I did. So I found a Powerpuff Girls bracelet, and I deconstructed it to get these smaller charms. And then it also came with some of these little clear bead charms there. So there's that. Let's see. Of course, I also included some goodies, so let's start with the goodies first. All right. Carmen loves sour candy, so I picked her up some Sour Patch watermelon, and I think these are the Haribo sour gummies. And this was just an extra pocket that I made. I decided to go with a different die, but I had already put this together, so I just stuffed the gummy bears in there. Carmen also loves sweet treats, and I was out shopping one day in TJ Maxx and saw this. And it's a set of lip glosses, but they're shaped like ice cream cones, so I grabbed that for her. Um, I actually, this is a DTF. I had these zippered pouch blanks, and I had this DTF image, and I just sized it down for this pouch and pressed that. So I did some heat pressing stuff. This is a keychain that I found on AliExpress. It's buttercup on it. And inside of this pouch, I grabbed her this iron-on from Hobby Lobby. Carmen also loves mystery bags. So I grabbed these two durable mystery bags because I know she loves her durable. And a part of the questionnaire, I always ask, you know, what your favorite scents are. And she's a vanilla gourmandy girl. So I love J'adore. I'm not really a vanilla girly as far as my perfume scents go. I also don't like it in candles, but I actually like this one. So I got this sample that I'm sharing with her, and then this Billie Eilish. I've never smelled this, but I heard that the girls who like vanilla like that one, so I'm sharing those with Carmen. Pack that back up later. I also pressed this bag. I think I got this bag from Hobby Lobby. It was in my stash as well. And this was an image that I think came in a set that I ordered off of Etsy. So I just sized it down for this pouch. And inside of here, I'm sharing some rosettes. And that has like become my thing now, is the sharing of rosettes. So there's just different colored rosettes in here using that Tim Holtz Trio rosette die. We can always use extra rosettes, so that's one of the crafter's choices that I'm also submitting for the swap. And then the wand, I bought this. I did not need this many. Oh, my computer. I bought a set of these stir sticks. I don't even know what they call them on Amazon, but it came with a whole bunch of them, so I'm just sharing some with Carmen. Okay, so that's it for the goodies except for what's in the tag flip. So let's start with the embellishment box. So I have some of these double-sided pencil boxes that I picked up from Dollar Tree years ago. I think I may have like 3 or 4 more left in my stash, and I love using these because they're double-sided. So in this first side, I'm just sharing some beads. There's a Labubu acrylic bead in there. There's a Bubbles silicone bead. And it's just a mix of beads. Over here, I have a mix of charms. There are some Powerpuff Girls charms down there. I'm also sharing some of the ones that I bought 2 of those bracelets that I deconstructed. So I'm sharing some of those charms with her as well. In this long section, I wanted to share some bling. I had to cut it up because, you know, it comes in that huge sheet from Hobby Lobby, so I cut it up so that it fit in there. And then I'm also sharing a mix of tiny tassels. So that's side 1 of the embellishment box. And then on side 2, I'm sharing some pink and white striped bows, and I think I got these from Ebony. I can't remember. I think I got these from Ebony. I'm also sharing some Powerpuff Girls ribbon that I found on, I think, eBay. I'm sharing some of these acrylics that I also picked up from Ebony. And then another one of my new favorite things to make are these charm dangles. So I made some for my partner in the last swap. So I also made Carmen some. Carmen's favorite color is pink. And you can put these on your scissors, your phone. Here's an example of them on my scissors. So you just dangle them off your scissors. If you go to crops or retreats, a way to distinguish your stuff, because a lot of us have the same supplies, is to put these charm dangles on your things, especially your scissors. So I made her this one with the hot pink color and gold, and then I made her this one with silver hardware and the pink beads spelling out her name. And I forget what Carmen's sign is, but I forget what it is. But she just had a birthday. I think her birthday was March 31st. So I dangled that symbol, which is the goat, off the end of her charm dangle. And I love this little heart charm that's on the bottom. It has the rhinestones in it. And it's so cute. So she got 2 of those. So that is the embellishment box. Let's see what's next. The wand. Here is my wand. So I took that little stir stick and basically turned it upside down. And that's what I'm using to make her wand. Hang on a second, let me pause. Okay, sorry, hubby was calling. But this is the wand, and I just used some of my rosette dies. I can't remember. I think this one is a KS craft die. This heart doily in the very back is a Scrap Diva Designs die. Yeah, so she's pretty chunky. I used one of these felt coasters, felt flower coasters from Dollar Tree. I used one of those to layer in there. I used my brother's scanning cut to basically make my own die cuts. So I found some images on Google, created my own die cuts, and had my brother's scanning cut them out. I used some of that iridescent sticker overlay paper to put on some plain cardstock to jazz up some of the dies. So I got some stars in there. Got your Powerpuff Girls over here. I have a Rosette Guru chunky rosette in there, and some more doily dies. And I can't remember where I got this bow from, but it was in my stash. So that is her wand with my little brown buttercup girl in there. And then on the back, I just used my die. I purchased some digital papers from Etsy that I had printed at Office Depot, and I just used one of my dies to cut out that scalloped heart and then just put my maker's tag on the back. So that's that. Let's see. The main event is the tag flip. So here is my tag flip. All right. This goes in the front. So at the very front, I have the other dangle that I made using the green hearts. And again, I put a buttercup charm down at the bottom because she's the green girl. Wire wrapped some beads, added some charms, very similar to the pink one. Here is the first tag, and I think this is a Scrap Diva tag, and I think it's called a loaded pocket, and it came in small, medium, and large. So I just made one of each. So in this first tag, I just layered up some of the die cuts and I'm sharing some of these pops from Buttons Galore More in her favorite color. And then next on my tag flip, I have the first beaded pen. And you know what? I'm just gonna, it'll be easier for me to share it this way. Alright, so this is beaded pen number 1. Why can't I open this? See, this is why I like to share things prior to packaging them up. So I don't have these struggles. I had this color swapping pen in my stash, and I just used some Rosette Guru beads. I got that silicone bead from her and this heart bead here from her, and just layered that up. The second tag, this is the medium size, and I just layered up a doily, the star die cut, and one of the dies that I created, an image that I created in Canva, had it printed and cut it out. In this tag, I'm sharing some of that spider web mesh in pink, and I left it open. I need to close this up. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, look, and now it doesn't want to stick. Alright, so stuff that back in there. So that's tag number 2. Next is the pokey tool that I created. Come on out of here. So with this one, I used the Buttercup silicone die, rhinestone bead, some iridescent rhinestone spacers, that heart silicone bead, black and white stripe, some crackle beads. And then I made a dangle for her with a Buttercup charm at the bottom, a C for Carmen, and just wire wrap some other beads on there. And then here comes tag number 3. And then the tags are very simple. I just layered them up with a few of the die cuts. And I'm sharing the mint color of that trim. Let's close up this one. And then also in this tag, I am sharing some of the dies, and I don't want to pull everything out, but I'll pull some of them out so y'all can get an idea. Again, I just took some images that I found on Pinterest, some of the images I purchased. This was one of my favorite ones, and I remember Carmen saying that she really liked this girl, and this one is supposed to be Buttercup with Juicy on her butt. It's so cute. So she's getting all 3 of the girls. And then this girl power image was in a set that I bought from Etsy. I think this Powerpuff Girls one was also in that set. And then there's that image that I used on the pink zipper bag. I also put it on this star die. And I'll just flip through so y'all can see there's another image that I found on Pinterest. It's supposed to be Buttercup and Bubbles and Blossom. And then again, I made all of these in Canva. Oops. So definitely take advantage of Canva if you have it. So I'll put those up later. All right, so that's it for tag number 3. And then here is my second beaded pen. I think it's my favorite. And this is a Powerpuff Girl pen that I bought the blank pen from the Rosette Guru Ebony. And then I got these from, I think, Whatnot. I need to do a Whatnot haul. And I think this one in the center, this heartbeat in the center that's spinning around, came from Hobby Lobby. So that's pin number 3. And then I also shared another goodie with her on the tag flip, and this is just some lip balm in what looks like a little mini Stanley cup. So that's the tag flip and the goodies from the tag flip. Let me put this away and then I'll come back to share the final thing. Okay, so the last couple things in Carmen's package. I mentioned that I pressed a couple things on my heat press, and one of them was this shirt, and I already got it packaged up and I don't want to take it out. So I took that image, the one that she said she really loved, with the Buttercup girl with the juicy on her butt, and then the bottom of it says buckle up Buttercup. So there's that one, and then I took the other image of the brown Powerpuff Girls. And the bottom of this one has that Powerpuff Girls, the same one that's the die cut, that's below these girls. And then I paired it with some shorts for her to lounge in. So that is everything that I am sending in my swap to Carmen for the Misfits Rainbow Bright Powerpuff Girls swap. I really enjoyed participating in this swap. It's always fun to cut up with Carmen, Ebony, and Ilene. I always have a good time. So thank you guys for tuning in and stopping by my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment, please. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my videos for now, because I'm in a creative mood. I am still working on the items that that I'm going to be taking with me to the author and reader event that I'm going to in a couple months. So I may do like a craft with me and share some of that stuff. And then, like I said, I have some hauls that I need to share from Whatnot. I blame Tony, aka Craft Purge, for that, because I couldn't figure out Whatnot at first, and I had this $15 credit just sitting in there, and she did her explanation video, and it has been over for me ever since. So I have quite a few things that I purchased from Whatnot. So again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this. Come back and see me later. Bye.